Hey guys, how are we doing? Hope we all are doing well with all this coronavirus stuff going on. I'm not going to get into that one today, but I will talk to you about that maybe the next video or something like that. We'll see. Tell you what's going on around here and what I'm doing anyway. But for now, we're going to talk sheep. Where are they at? Well, they're out here. Some are down close. Let me get turned around. I'll show you a little bit. There's some of them. Let me explain what's new. We got a bunch of new ones since then. We had the set of twins, and then we had the one single. After that, we had two sets of twins. Here they are here. They came a day apart. Now, the one ewe did not clean properly. I don't know if you want to call that retained placenta or whatever, but she's still not cleaning properly. So what we did, got a hold of the vet, gave her a shot of LA200. We waited 3 days, gave her another shot of LA200, and now the day after tomorrow, we will give her another shot, and oh boy, you don't even remember what it was I call it now. I'll tell you what, right below here, I'll put the name. I'll put it in writing so you can see it. Basically, it's designed for cattle, and it's actually, you can give it to something if they get bred to something you don't like. It'll actually cause abortions. So in this situation, what the vet said, she uses it for sheep, it will help. She'll either clean everything out or she's going to absorb everything. So that's the hope. So I've got those two ewes and their sets of twins. They're still locked up back here in the alleyway that goes to the catch pen. So I'm leaving them over there for now. Once we get the last shot out of the way here in a couple days, then we're going to turn them out here with the rest of them. And out here now, we also have one other. We had Hershey. We had this little one. And single, doing well, first time mom. Don't know where those spots came from, but we got spots anyway. So that's it for our new ones now. That gives me 3 sets of twins and 2 singles. So we now have 8 on hand. The newest one with the spots, I don't know if that's boy or girl. Haven't been able to get close enough to catch it yet. In the case of the other ones, we have 4 ewes, 3 rams in those 7. And then we'll have to figure out what number 8 is someday when we catch it. As you can see, I'm kind of changing it around a little. Let me tell you what we did. Let me start over here on the far side. I went with the far pen over here. This is the pen I put the Mouflons in on day 1. And then I worked on this pasture out here. I went and bought some cattle panels. I finished this pasture off. It's never been done before. So what I did is that's got my 6 ewes and my ram in it. I moved them over here. They had been in this pen. I moved over to here. I brought down, I had my son-in-law picked these little run-in shelters before. I had this one down here. I brought this one down so they'd have a pair of them. I locked them into here and then let them have that pasture. The reason I did that is I now take the 2 dry lot pins, this dry lot pin with a run-in and that dry lot with a run-in, and I've let all these into both of those pins. Now the reason I did that is I had 5 ewes, 4 babies, and I still got 2 ewes out there that are going to lamb. I didn't want them to try to fit all into one run-in shed, because you can see a little snow and stuff. Yeah, we had rain, we had thunderstorms, we had hail, we had snow, we had about everything. So I didn't want to see everybody trying to crowd into one little shed. So I moved the old ones over there. I then opened the gate up between the 2, and now I'm letting these 5 ewes and 4 lambs move around back and forth between these 2 pens. I'm doing that mainly because I got the other 2 ewes locked back in the catch pen. So I can't use that. Otherwise, I just allow them to run back in the catch pen, have that one for something extra too. So there's a little spotted one. You get some breakfast? I guess it'd be after lunch, wouldn't it? We're late in the day for that. But anyway, that's how I've set them up. That's how I had to change things around a little bit and giving this more group. Now, when those 2 ewes both come out, we might leave it this way a while. I don't know if I'm going to get in a big hurry to change it or not. I'm going to be bringing 2 more ewes out. I'm going to do 4 more lambs out. And I still got these 2 to lamb yet. I still could end up with 2 or 3 more lambs here. So We might leave them a little more. It's possible to put them back because mainly they have this, and once those are turned loose, they can have a catch pen. They'll have that big area too. So let's see what else we're doing. Pastures. I fertilized. Just did that today. Took this pasture out here and this one over here, and I bought some 13-13-13 fertilizer, kind of a good general pasture fertilizer. Needed about a 50-pound bag, ran around 10 to 12,000 square feet. It took me 100 pounds. Took me 2 bags would cover these 2 small pastures. So, and I just used a little hand crank that got me by, and I wanted to get it down. We're supposed to have a little bit more rain maybe tomorrow, so I thought let's get that on real quick, and I wanted to get it put on before the next rains came. Let me turn the camera around here. All our guys are coming up. Let me show you all the guys are kind of all coming around here a little bit. There goes everybody. Get around them. They're all wandering around. As you can see, there's still a couple there with big bellies to them yet. Everything's been late this year. 147 days is normal gestation for a sheep. The first one lambed at 152 days. My next 2 were 155 and 156. So they're all running a little bit late. The 2 I have left over here yet that have to lamb, let's see, one is at day 152, and I think the other one's at day 154. So they're overdue, but they're kind of in line with what I've had for the rest of them. So I guess we're there. We got real cold last few nights, been down to teens after the snow. Now we should be warming back up. Later in the week should be 50s and 60s, and probably won't get below freezing. So if they waited for another couple of days, I'd be fine with that. Wouldn't hurt me a bit. But I get those 2 done, the early batch is all done, and we're done lambing the first part. So far, everything's been pretty good. The only thing I got is I got the ewe that won't clean out. Hopefully we followed all the vet's instructions. Hopefully we give her this last shot. We'll finally get her cleaned out, and she'll be good. The lambs are eating. I just was back there now checking on them, and they were both nursing and doing well. They're nursing, they're looking good. So as long as they're eating, we're doing good. But you know, you get a retained placenta, if she doesn't clean out well, she could end up with an infection. She ends up with an infection, could end up dying, and we might be bottle feeding a couple here in a little bit. We'll have to see. But anyway, that's all I got for this time around. We'll see what happens next week. We'll go from there. Should have some new babies by the time we do this again. Thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.